Hi, I'm Maggie Dahl, and this is Profile. This week, we're going to be talking to a member of Black Student Union, an international student from China, and a member of Delta Sig. But first, we're going to start with Pauline Brown. All right, we are back with Pauline Brown from Students for Sustainability.
Hello.
Hi, Pauline.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Great.
Great.
Excellent.
Awesome.
How are
Glad
you?
to hear it. I'm fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. So I'd like to start off with just a description of your organization.
Sure. Students for Sustainability is a club on our campus. It's promoting just a sustainable living and green living for college students, and we want to impact our campus but also the community in a positive way. So that's just pretty much our main goal every time we meet.
Okay, awesome. So you're targeting both college students and members of the community.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Do you have any main goals for the organization, something that you can pinpoint?
We really just want to do what's best for our campus. UW La Crosse is like a beautiful campus, but also we're surrounded by bluffs, rivers, marshes, and we just want to do our best to sustain all that beauty. And I think it's just really important to have a sustainable, like a green mindset in a lot of the development we're making in our campus and our school.
Okay, so do you guys ever talk about like mindful living as well and how that contributes to a good relationship with the environment?
We definitely do. We've been more working on just events we can coordinate, but when it comes down to it, that really is what it's about. That's definitely what my perspective of being like an economic, or not an economic, ecologically minded person is I have a very great connection with the earth, and yeah, I try to be mindful as much as I can, and I think that's what everyone is in that club. Everyone's like-minded in that way.
Okay, awesome. That's really cool. How do you guys interact with the La Crosse community, not only on campus but with people outside?
We do promote a lot of events that aren't necessarily put on by UW La Crosse. So there was an event I remember a couple months ago that we wanted to get some volunteers for. It was for the farmers of Wisconsin. It was a conference at the La Crosse Center. So we just try to represent La Crosse and our university in community events, but there are so many good organizations in the La Crosse community that we really do try to have a good relationship with, where they can help us when we need their help, and vice versa for them.
Okay, cool. Speaking of farmers, I noticed like a farmers market on campus in the fall. Was that through you guys?
Yeah, actually that is. I know it might have been started somehow else by a different club a while ago, but a lot of the members kind of saw it drift away, and we brought it back to our campus. So it's every Monday. I'm sure we'll be starting back up again soon, but yeah, Monday from in the morning sometime, and we're trying to just promote not supporting big companies that are coming to our supermarkets, and more of local farmers that aren't using pesticides and such on their vegetables and fruits. And
yeah, I think we need a lot more of that.
Me too. I agree.
Yeah. So how did you personally get involved with this organization?
I was at the club fair my freshman year, fall semester, and I saw their booth, and they were trying to get a sign-up sheet for this thing we call the Green is Sexy calendar, which is a tasteful calendar. We go to all these places in La Crosse, like the Bluffs, and small businesses, just trying to, again, just promote sustainability, and we take pictures with no clothes on, but it's tasteful, so there isn't any nudity. It's more just the butt. But yeah, that's actually what brought me in. I knew I wanted to join a club that was focused on green living, but I didn't really know what it was until I found Students for Sustainability, and then I signed up for the calendar there and just started going to all the meetings.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So this calendar, tasteful, but maybe not something you want to give to your mom for Christmas.
I did give it to my mom for
Really?
Christmas, actually.
Wow. Props
Yes.
to your mom.
Yes.
That sounds like a wonderful gift.
She asked for it, and also I think it's not something that's like inappropriate in any way. You could even give it to your younger cousin if they're over the age of like 14. I'm sure.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so is this the first sustainability group you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, it is. I wasn't even involved in one in high school. I'm not even sure if my high school had one, but that's why I was really excited to come to college, because I knew I would find a group like that here.
Yeah. Do you think that if you had been offered a group like that in high school, you would have taken advantage of it?
I think I would have, but I think when I was in high school, I wasn't even close to how sustainably minded I am now. I've grown a lot and become a lot more mindful since 3 years ago, so.
Okay, super cool.
Yeah.
How does the UWL community stack up against other campuses or cities in terms of sustainability?
I would say we do a really good job in some ways. For example, like, we have the Green Fund, which is $7 of a segregated fee from every student's tuition, and that goes to this huge pool of money, and it's dedicated to projects that promote sustainability on our campus, and also just make our campus more sustainable. So I think that's a really cool thing that our school does, but the thing that we lack compared to other UW schools and just other schools in our country is we don't have a sustainability coordinator. So we don't have a position in our administration that is like focusing like primarily on sustainability on our campus, and I think that would be really important and kind of needed.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm really glad to hear from you, Pauline. It looks like we have to wrap up. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. But first, we're going to see some beautiful pets from the Cooley Region Humane Society on this edition of Perfect Pets.
Hey guys, I'm Rhett. I'm a 2-year-old Shepherd Pit Bull mix, and I'm looking for an active owner that I can run with.
Hi there, I'm Finn. I'm pretty timid around people at first, but I love to play. It's mine.
Yo! Hey guys, I'm Derek. I'm a 5-month-old kitten, and I have lots of energy, and I'm looking for a loving home. Is it gonna be your home?
Hey guys, I'm Malachi. I'm kind of shy, but I'm a pit bull boxer mix, and I'm just kind of looking around for whoever will adopt me.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. So my interviewee couldn't actually be here today. Her name is Erin, and she's an international student from China. So I caught up with her a couple of days ago and did a little video interview to have her talk a little bit about herself, what she studies, what she's interested in, and what is different about the United States and China. So let's take a look at that video.
My Chinese name is Dingzi Yan, and my English name is Erin. I come from China. Province is Henan Province, and my hometown is Xinxiang. That's a city's name. My major is software engineering. I think I will be a software developer or work with database, Android device application. I come here from last September. and I will graduate next May. I like doing exercise and I play guitar sometimes. I performed 2 songs on the international banquet. One of them is talk about scenery of Firewall, which is kind of sad, but it's kind of traditional, and the lyrics comes from a poem, and the melody comes from an American song. And the other song I performed was talk about your desk mate. It's like the person who shares the same table with you. Because in China, 2 people will share the same table, so they will have a good relationship. I went to Hudson River, and we were taking a train, and the train goes along the Hudson River. The scenery is so pretty, and we also went to the bridge. What's it called? Brooklyn Bridge, and it's so windy, but we took a lot of pictures here. And we went to Broadway to see a show. Wicked. and the day we planned to go to museum, we met snowstorm, so we cannot go to museum and Central Park. And I also went to Upper Michigan with my friends last October. And I also went to Minneapolis for more of American time. Food! all the food made by my father. Tomato and eggs, and sweet sour chicken. There are a lot of things surprised me. First thing surprised me was food, because during our orientation days we were offered food every day, and every morning we feel like we don't know what we are eating and we don't know how to eat them. And the house here are different, because we have more apartments in China, but here have more house. And the way we cook also different, super different. I think every time I cook, we'll make a lot of smoke, but people here won't. We usually steam or fry things and all mix them together and cut them into super small pieces. And what else? And we usually wash clothes by hand, but here people usually wash them in washing machines. Buffalo chicken wings!
For our third interview today, we have Lacey Duran with us, a junior from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse and a member of the Delta Sigma Pi fraternity organization. So Lacey, why don't you tell us a little bit about the purpose of this organization and maybe what some of the requirements for joining are?
Well, Delta Sigma Pi is a professional business fraternity, and it's co-ed, and so we have men and women in it. And you have to have a business major and have a 2.5 GPA to be a part of it, and then go through the entire pledging process and be accepted into the fraternity.
Okay, how long have you been a member?
I joined in the fall of 2015, so this is my 4th semester.
Oh, really? Cool. Mm-hmm. So does Delta Sigma Pi have a fraternity house, or is it simply an organization that meets?
No, since we have really strict anti-hazing laws, we do not have one. It goes against our risk management. And so with that being a professional business fraternity, we have just strictly meetings, and we're pretty formal, and it's all about professional development.
Okay, what do the meetings consist of?
So we go by Robert's rules, and we have a president, a vice president, community service, professional activities, and things like that. And we also have positions that keep us involved with the faculty and alumni that have graduated from college, but we still keep a really good relationship with them. So all of our meetings kind of consist of that.
Okay, cool. So I find the Delta Sigma Pi coat of arms really interesting. Could you tell us a little bit about maybe what the symbols mean in there?
Well, actually, because we're a fraternity, we have some secrets, so we can't talk about that, but it just kind of embodies what DSP is about.
Okay. So since you said that Delta Sigma Pi has a pretty strict code on hazing, do you think that they do a pretty good job of enforcing that, or do you still find there's times where members of the organization are hazed?
Well, since we are probably one of the larger groups on campus, especially in the College of Business, we have a really good relationship with our faculty and our faculty advisor specifically. So we kind of keep a really strict code on that because we want to keep that good relationship here on campus.
Okay. So what's the dynamic sort of Delta Sigma Pi? Do you have a lot of fun, or is it sort of like this strictly business type of organization?
So we have a really large group. There's about 70 of us, and all of us have a really good cohesion together. So our meetings are very professional, but at the same time we know how to have fun, and we all get along really well. And even when we don't have our meetings, we actually have a great time together.
Okay, that's good to hear. So obviously there's a difference between the professional business industry for men and the professional industry for women, including the current gender pay gap, stricter attire requirements for women, and there's actually a very small percentage of higher level positions filled by women in the business industry. So that being said, since you said it's a co-ed organization with men and women, do you find that this sort of adds to the group dynamic or takes away from more of a focus on just one particular gender?
Well, I'd say that DSP is split pretty evenly gender-wise, and since I've joined, we've had more female presidents than males, which I think is really interesting because it's kind of a foreshadowing to probably what the workforce is going to turn into when our generation is at the executive level, I feel like.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. So do you guys do any fundraising for your organization or do funding for other organizations at all?
Well, we do Relay for Life, and well, that's what we were involved with this semester for fundraising for other organizations, but we also have a calendar raffle that we have going on right now through the first week of May, which you can still buy a ticket for. And we also are doing a brat barn stand at Festival Foods on Sunday afternoon, so if you're hungry, come buy a brat.
I think I'm going to have to go check that out. So do you have a favorite memory from being a part of this organization?
I've been on exec for 2 semesters, so it's been really fun to get to know people that I wouldn't have normally worked with outside of DSP, or outside of the exec board. So it was really fun to get to know a lot of people and just understand how to get along with other personalities that you wouldn't normally work with.
Yeah. So would you recommend others to join Delta Sigma Pi, and if they're pursuing a career in business?
Yeah, absolutely, because we definitely get to talk to a lot of professionals outside of outside of the campus, and in the community in general. We get to know a lot of CEOs. We talk to people like LHI and their recruiting and stuff like that. So it definitely opens a lot of doors in the future, especially in the lacrosse community if you're interested in staying around.
All right, I got one more question for you. So do you think you'll continue to be an active alumni member even after you graduate?
I'd say that after you graduate, you keep these relationships with other people in DSP, so it is easy to stay an active alumni member. So I definitely will keep my Delta Sigma Pi roots in lacrosse.
All right, that's going to be it for this interview with Lacey. Now we're going to cut to a short break. This is Comm Club.
Hi, my name is Deontay Vance-Jewett, and I'm here today with one of UWL's graduating seniors, Jasmine Barnhill. Jasmine majors in interpersonal communications and minors in women, gender, and sexuality studies. Jasmine also happens to be the president of Black Student Unity, which is a very important student organization we have here on campus for students of color and their allies, that we will be talking to Jasmine more about today. So Jasmine, also I want to just say thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So just started with some basics really quick. Can you just tell us like how long have you been involved with BSU?
Oh wow, I've been with BSU for 4 years. As a freshman, I came in learning about the organization.
Okay.
As just a member.
Okay.
And then my sophomore year, I was voted in as vice president. Oh. And then, I know, right? So young. So as vice president my sophomore and junior year. And this year as a senior, I serve as president.
Oh, wow. Okay. So did you have BSU at your high school?
I didn't,
okay.
Which was the crazy thing about it, because a lot of the students here that are in BSU had BSUs in their high school.
I definitely had one in my high school, which kind of made me want to join.
Yeah, so I didn't, so that was kind of crazy.
Okay. So since you are the president of BSU, what are your daily duties or the things you are only capable of doing for the organization?
Daily duties. A lot of the things that I do daily are meeting with my advisor constantly. I'm always in Richard's office and OMSS is like nonstop. Always communicating with my execs over Messenger. But a lot of the things I do are, I communicate with a lot of other orgs on campus. So I'm kind of like the person to go to for that.
Makes
so
sense.
There's a lot of that.
Okay, wow. Okay, so so I know this next question might be a bit tad negative, but what are the hardships of being, the core leader of this organization?
Oh wow. The hardships I think would be actually being the leader of this organization. I'm the face of Black students on campus.
Right.
When people go onto my orgs and they look at the primary contact, they see my picture.
Right.
A lot. They don't I don't look Black, so that was always a fear of mine. Are people not joining our organization because they're unsure of what I can bring to the table?
Yeah, because you're biracial, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I identify as Black and Mexican. So that was always, a hard thing for me.
Interesting. And I feel like that's what the good thing about BSU, we can all come together.
Yes, that's the thing. It's very inclusive.
Yeah, exactly. Which is perfect. So, speaking of, could you mention a little bit of information about your exec team? Like, how's the whole dynamic of your exec team?
Ooh, they are rough. No, they're wonderful. I love them to death. But it's always hard working with the team, and I think BSU has really taught me how to do that. You learn people's strengths and weaknesses and my own. Sometimes I just need to be quiet and listen. So, yeah, it's always fun.
Okay, nice. So, pretty positive experience, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, nice. So, could you tell us a little bit about like the events that BSU does in the community and and on campus as well?
Yeah, so every February is Black History Month if you didn't know. So every February we hold Reflections of Ebony, which is an event where about 200 to 300 people come and we have a soul food dinner. This past year we had Jamila Lemieux, who was senior editor of Ebony Magazine, come and she did a keynote. It was awesome. Every December we have HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. We give free testing on campus. We do a lot of socials, like tonight we have our bowling social.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at Playmore Lanes, so it's totally paid for by BSU. Just come and bowl and kind of relax.
Nice. Yeah. That should be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you like bowling?
I don't love it, but I'm not horrible.
Right. No, I hate bowling, but that's not here or there. So could you just tell us a bit about the rewarding, knowledge and the rewarding, experience that you've gotten from being in BSU and being the president?
Wow.
I know it's a kind of a
loaded question.
I'm sorry.
No, I've learned a lot. I think the most important thing that I've learned is how important my organization on this campus is.
Right.
Black Student Unity, being on a predominantly white campus is so important. And I think the importance of not only my organization, but other multicultural organizations and other organizations that have marginalized identities, like Rainbow Unity, for instance. Those are so important to have on this
Very
campus.
Important. I agree.
To bring awareness to social issues on our community and in our own communities.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you on that one. I do believe that BSU and all the multicultural organizations we have that we offer here on campus are very important because we do have a lot of mixed identities.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Which is really a blessing, kind of, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So, for people who, are looking into taking leadership roles, do you have, any advice for them?
Specifically in my organization?
Specifically, or what are some of the things that you've gotten that can pertain to, any organization here on campus, or?
I think it's very important to spend time with that organization.
Okay, right.
I think if I would have just jumped in my sophomore year, like, hey, I'm about to be vice president, that's probably not the best thing to do. So I think freshman year, me learning about BSU was very vital to my success with BSU.
Okay.
So definitely get to know the organization, get to know the people in the organization.
Right. And then do you also work with any other of the multicultural organizations?
Yeah, so we collab a lot with different orgs on campus. We collab with Native American Student Association, and we collab with Rainbow Unity for HIV/AIDS awareness, like I was talking about before. So yeah, definitely.
Nice. Okay, so well, thank you so much for coming today. I enjoyed this interview with you. I'm pretty sure we learned a lot. I learned a lot about this.
Thank you.
Well, right now we're about to wrap it up, and we're about to show you just a little bit about these adorable animals we have at the Cooley Region Humane Society.
Each week, UW La Crosse's student-run television station WMCM-TV sends out a group of students to film some of the most precious animals of the Cooley Region Humane Society in a segment we like to call Perfect Pets. The Cooley Region Humane Society offers a variety of programs and services at little or no cost to help both animals and people in our community. If you have found or lost a pet, are in need of training assistance, need cat behavior consultation, desire to volunteer, need to surrender your pet, or are looking to adopt a pet, the Cooley Region Humane Society offers this and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Adopt or become a volunteer today. To find out more about these services, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Hey guys, I'm Rhett. I'm a 2-year-old Shepherd Pit Bull mix, and I'm looking for an active owner that I can run with.
Hi there, I'm Finn. I'm pretty timid around people at first, but I love to play. It's mine.
Yo! Hey guys, I'm Derek. I'm a 5-month-old kitten, and I have lots of energy, and I'm looking for a loving home. Is it gonna be your home?
Hey guys, I'm Malachi. I'm kind of shy, but I'm a pit bull boxer mix, and I'm just kind of looking around for whoever will adopt me.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
All right, awesome. Thanks to the Cooley Region Humane Society for those wonderful promos. We learned a lot, guys. We had some really great interviewees today.
Good variety of organizations.
It was very diverse, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed your interview. I didn't really know much about BSU.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah, no, I mean, I have friends in it, but I was like, I don't know, I never felt like I could ask about the organization because I'm white. You know, I just, not even ask about it. Like, I couldn't join in with the organization.
Actually, I would say there's a good turnout of people, Caucasian people that come. I was honestly kind of some nights it outrules people of color, which is so nice. Yeah, no, we should.
It's kind of cool.
It's really cool. But what was it like interviewing someone from a different country?
It was really fun. She's super fun to talk to, and even if there is sometimes a little bit of a language barrier, we always work through it. She's totally fun to talk to.
Okay, awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. So thanks for joining us today. Profile. This is Profile. I'm Maggie Dahl.
I'm Andrews.
I'm Deontay.
I'm Rachel.
And all right, see you next time.
Thanks for watching.